Hello. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this channel. I have to explain to you that I've recently added almost 100 videos, and what are they, and what's it all about? Well, the way I think about it at the tender age of 82 is that my life has been one long thought. I have been unabashedly free, in a certain sense, forever. In that I did come from a kind of a privileged background. Didn't mean that I was wildly wealthy that much of the time, really. But I mean, I was when I was a little kid, and then there have been times when I've been paying $25 a month to live in a basement. There have been other times when things have been pretty rough. So I haven't not been out for dollars, and what that has meant in our society is that I have been independent, independently non-wealthy. Now I have some resources because I did come from a certain amount of wealth, but unfortunately the wealth that I came from existed before the massive contemporary inflation. So what I actually have wouldn't even buy a two-bedroom apartment or a one-bedroom apartment now where I live. So, but that's an important issue because I am most concerned. One of the things I'm most concerned about on this channel is the whole matter of sufficient income. I don't like basic income anymore. I like sufficiency. Everyone has a right to sufficiency. In any case, I say my life is one long thought. And I've done the equivalent of a PhD in one way or another, but I have no interest in the academy. I mean I do have interest, but I don't have any aspirations, and I think it would make it impossible to actually think in today's world in any comprehensive manner. By being wed to a particular discipline, wed to particular categories, wed to particular theories, etc., representing them, and having myself sort of in a subliminal way dependent for income on how I did with my specialty. I mean, specialization is fine, but I think Snow and other people who saw what was coming observed and understood that this is fatal, suicidal for the world, not to think in holistic terms. You have people like Ken Wilber and people like that who think in those terms. But if you think the way I do, I mean, I'm trying to think across everything, take everything into consideration, and that's why I have created triadic philosophy, in order to suggest to people how they can begin to comprehend existence, and it's why I have created Abba's Way, which is an evolution of Christian understanding, and it's why I've created cyber communities, which is a mode of understanding the way that we can actually evolve on the ground. So that's what this site is about. And I do everything myself. The reason I do everything myself is not because I couldn't afford to hire one or two people to help me out and thereby diminish whatever I have, not go broke. No. The reason that I do everything myself is that I can do it the way I want to do it and not have to fool around with bells, whistles, and inter-office quibbles. I can't do it. No. You have to be more or less on your own, or at least I do, to be able to have the time and the, I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go, and that's what I do. So I added about 100 little tiny short videos from a site called Commaful, COMMAFUL, which is a wonderful little site, which out in California, and I'm in Manhattan, and they're in California, and I put up little videos, which say what I am presently thinking, or what I thought, but I am presently revising. I don't think words are very permanent. They work out that way a little bit for people like Shakespeare, the Bard, and a few other people, but otherwise they are the trampling down of signs. We live in a semiotic sea of signs. We don't know whether consciousness survives us. We don't know most of anything. We really don't know most of anything, but boy, there are people who make a living saying they know everything. Anyway, I am doing this channel, and that's the only thing I can do. That's it. I don't want to have any fame. I don't want to have any. I've had that. I had that during the 60s. And it's a pain in the butt. It takes up your time, and you have to feel gratified if you're invited to do this or that. No, I don't. I have no interest in it. I have an interest in thinking, and I have a certain streak of childlike immaturity baked into my existence, which I think is probably the best reality about me. So most people think that I am off somewhere being idiotic, but I don't think so. I think I'm off somewhere coming up with what I think is relatively true. That's what this channel is about. And I don't expect to bowl over YouTube, but it's a good free place to say things. Cheers.